Welcome you all back to our final divisions. This is our lesson 1. So this is paper 2. This will prepare you for your paper 2. So even if you are a GC candidate in 10, as long as you are having your exams, this will really help you in your exams that you are about to face. So if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. So we are going to do a lot of questions. We will revise through a lot of questions, almost all the questions that come in mathematics paper 2. So this is just our lesson 1, and in our lesson 1 we are going to talk about different topics. So I'll start with this one, which are matrices. So I'll start with matrices. I'm going to revise with you matrices. So if you are looking for tuitions, you've got a child, a daughter who wants tuition in mathematics, chemistry and physics, you can contact me on this line. This is my number. You can contact me on this number so that I can help them. So this is my number, also registered on WhatsApp, 0971 066747. It is also registered on WhatsApp. You can contact me on this line. Okay, so let us now start with the matrices. So the first question is saying, given that A is equal to this matrix, A is equal to 5, 2, 2x. Find the first question, the value of x for which A has no inverse. This is the question which we are given. How can you find the value of x for which this matrix has no inverse? How can you answer that one? So what you are going to do is that you get the same matrix which is given, which is 5, 2, 2x. You do this. This is what you are going to do. So whenever we want to find the determinant, so these are steps that you need to do. When we want to find the determinant, this is what we do. You know that this is your what? This is your major diagonal. This is our major diagonal. So this is our major diagonal. Then this one which is here, this is our minor diagonal. This is our minor diagonal, like that. So finding the value of x for this matrix which has no inverse, meaning the determinant is 0. I want you to get this. So whenever you are taught to find the determinant you are taught to find the value of x for which a given matrix has no inverse, it means that the determinant is 0. So you multiply in the major diagonal. You are going to say 5 times x. You are going to do this. Then you say minus minor diagonal. In the minor diagonal, we've got 2 times 2, which is equal to. So this is equal to what? 0, because it has no inverse. So the determinant is what? Is 0. You say, what is 5 times x? It is 5x. Minus, what is 2 times 2? It is 4, which is equal to what? Equal to 5. From here now, you group the like terms together, where you are going to say that is 5x is equal to, this is a 4, negative 4. When it crosses the equal sign, it becomes positive 4. So 0 plus 4 is just 4. You divide both sides by 5, divide both sides by 5. 5 will be cancelled. Then you are going to say, therefore, x, the value of x is equal to 4 over what? Over 5. This is your answer. That's how you need to answer that one. So if you are given a question saying it has no inverse, meaning the determinant is 0. The determinant is 0. This is what you need to know and understand. Let's go to part B of this same question. We go to part B of the same question. We go to part B of the same question. So part B, how is part B saying? So this is part B. Part B is saying find inverse. You find the inverse of A if x is equal to 1. So if x is equal to 1, find the inverse of A if x is equal to 1. How can you find the inverse of A if x is equal to 1? What you are going to do is this. You are going to get the matrix. It is A, matrix A is equal to 5, 2, 2. Here where there is x, they have said that x is equal to what? 1. So you are going to follow instructions, what you are taught and what you are given. You are going to put your 1 there. You do this. How do we find the inverse of a matrix? So first thing, we need to know the determinant. So this is the first thing that we are going to do even here. We are going to know the we are going to know the determinant of this matrix. So I'm going to say determinant of A is equal to what? Same, you say major diagonal minus minor diagonal. So in the major diagonal, this is the major diagonal. So you say 5 times 1, you do this. Then you say minus what? Minor diagonal. In the minor diagonal, we've got 2 times 2. So you say 2 times 2, you do this. Where you are going to get the determinant, which is equal to 5 minus 4. Then finally, you are going to have your determinant as 1. So determinant is what? Determinant is 1. After you find the determinant, then it is very easy for you to find the inverse. So what you are now going to do is this. We are going to say inverse of A inverse is equal to, we say 1 over the determinant, over determinant of A. You say open bracket, you've got numbers 5, 2, 1, 2, 1 like this. 5, 2, 2, 1. This is what you are given. So this is the formula for determinant, where you are going to finish this by saying inverse of A is equal to, so 1 over, the determinant is also 1. So you do this, 1 over 1. Then you continue and say, in the major diagonal, what happens to the major diagonal is that position. So here, the major diagonal, what you need to know is that positions will change. Positions will change or swap. So the 1 will go on top, the 5 comes down like this. Then what happens to the minor diagonal? So what happens to the minor diagonal is that signs will change. If it is a positive, it will become a negative. It is a positive, it becomes a negative like this. Since here we've got 1 over 1, it's just the same as, you just write this one. 1, 5 there, negative 2, negative 2. You cross like this. So this is your what? This is your inverse. This is how you need to find the inverse of such a matrix. So these are procedures that you need to do. This is what you need to get and understand. So we are done with the first part. Let us move to the next question. Let us look at the next question. Our question 2. So we move to question 2. We've got this question that is saying, given that the determinant, this is determinant, I've just abbreviated that one, so that is determinant. Given that the determinant of Q, this is the matrix, is 15, find the value of B. Find the value of B. So we want to find the value of B. How can we find the value of B? So the first thing you are going to do is that you are going to get this matrix which is given. So this is the matrix which is given. Then you know that this one here, this is the what? This is the major diagonal. Then that one, that is the minor diagonal. So what you're going to do is that the 5, you put it outside. Then you say multiply by 2b minus 1. You do that. Then you know that here it is minus. Open bracket. You say 4 times negative 3b. You do this. Which is equal to the determinant. What's the determinant? 15. This is what you need to do. Have you seen the way I've done? You know that the way we get to find the determinant is that we get to multiply the major diagonal. This is the major diagonal. I've multiplied here. Since it is having 2 terms inside here, so I need to leave a 5 outside so that I multiply with each and every term inside here. Then these, they are okay like this. I just multiply them like that. But if it was having 2 terms, the 4 could have been outside here. Then I multiply with what was given inside. This is what I need to do. So like this, you are able to answer such a question because this is now simple. You are able to solve equation. This is just the same as an equation. So what you are going to do is that you are going to say 5 times 2b, it is 10b. This is what you are going to do, 10b. Then you say 5 times negative 1, it is negative 5, like that. Then you say negative open bracket. Then you say 4 times negative 3b, it is negative 12b. Close, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 15. This is what you are going to do. So from here now, you continue with your calculations where you say 10b minus 5, the negative times negative, that's positive 12b, which is equal to what? Equal to 15. This is what you are going to do. So from here now, the next thing that you are going to do is grouping of like terms. You are going to group the like terms together. So you need to group the like terms together. How can you group the like terms together? This is what you are going to do. You are going to say this is 10b like this, then plus what? Plus 12b, which is equal to 15. This 5 will come this side. So when it crosses this equal sign, it changes to positive what? Positive 5. Then you add. If you add these two, what are you getting? 10 plus 12, it is 22. You're just going to put a 22 there, 22, then you b, which is equal to, what is 15 plus 5? It is 20. You're going to put your 20 there. Then the next thing that you are going to do is that you divide both sides by 22. You divide both sides by 22. This is what you are going to do. So where you are going to say this cancelled, then you just say finally, therefore, b is equal to what? B is equal to what? 2 there, it is 10. 2 there, it is 11. Have you seen? So it is 10 over what? 11. This is the value of what? This is the value of b. This is how you need to calculate the value of b. Just like this, then you are done. So these are the calculations that you need to do. This is what you need to know and get. So we've calculated the value of b, which is 10 over 11. That is the value of b, which we have calculated. Let us move to the next question. We move to the next question. So I'm going to lab this part. We've answered it. The next question is saying find the inverse. So it is b, which is saying inverse. Find the inverse. You find the inverse. Inverse of what? Inverse of q. You find the inverse of q. How can you find the inverse of q? First, you write the matrix which is given. You write the matrix which is given. This is what you're going to do. So what is the matrix? You say q is equal to the matrix here. There is 2. B there, you say in brackets, you say 10 over what? Over 11. This is what you're going to do. Then from here, you say minus 1. What are we having here? Negative 3. B, we know it is 10 over 11. This is what I'm doing like this. Here I've got 4. There I've got 5. So if I expand, what matrix am I going to have? So I find the matrix first. I find the matrix. This is what I'm going to do. So I say, what is this one? 2 times 10. It is what? It is 20 over 11. The denominator will follow. Minus 1. So how, when you work out that one, what are you going to get? What are you going to get? So 20 over 11 minus 1. What are we getting? We are getting, you can use a calculator. This is paper 2. A calculator is allowed. So you are not limited. You can use a calculator. So the answer that you are getting is 9 over 11. So you put 9 over 11. Here there is a 4. You move here. So when you go here, you say this one times that one, it is 30. 3 times 10, it is so negative 30 over what? Over 11. Then the 5 will maintain there. So this is the matrix that we are having. So I've written that matrix very well. So in my previous example, I gave you the formula for the inverse, what you need to do. So here, I'm just going to say that Q inverse is equal to, you know that I need to say 1 over the determinant. What is the determinant? The determinant is 15. I'm given in the question that the determinant is what? The determinant is 15. It is there given that the determinant is 15. So I say that 1 over 15, then I do this. So what gets to happen is that this is the what? This is the major diagonal. In the major diagonal, positions will swap. So meaning that this 5 will go on top. I'm going to have the 5 on top. So apart from the 5 on top, the 9 over 11 comes down. Then what happens to the minor diagonal? Signs will change. This is positive. It will become negative. This one is what? Negative. So it becomes positive. 30 over 11 like this. So this is your answer. You are done just like this. This is how you need to answer it. These are procedures that you need to put into consideration. Hope we are able to understand. Hope we are able to follow all the steps that I'm doing here. Let's now move to the next question. Hope you are able to get this. Hope you are able to understand everything that I'm doing here. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question. Next question that I'm having. The question is saying, this is how the question is. If A is equal to 4x negative x, 2, find the value of x. If determinant is 44, so if the determinant of that matrix is 44, how can I find the value of x? How am I going to find the value of x? So I'm going to say in the major diagonal, this is the major diagonal. In the major diagonal, I've got what? I've got 4 times 2. I just need to multiply. Then I say minus. Minus what? 4x. This is 4x. So 4x times negative x. Then I do this, which is equal to. Equal to what? The determinant. What's the determinant? 44. You are given the determinant 44. So what is 4 times 2? That is 8. Negative. So what is 4x times negative x? It's negative 4x squared. So x times x, it is x squared across, which is equal to 44, like this. From here now, what's the next thing to do? You say negative times negative, that's positive. So that's 8 plus 4x squared is equal to 44. This is what I need to do. So with this now, the next thing that I'm going to do is to group the like terms together. So I'm going to get a 4x squared here, which is equal to 44, like this. So I'm going to get a 44 there. 44 minus, when this one crosses, minus 8. So 4x squared is equal to 44 minus 8. 44 minus 8. What am I getting? I'm getting 36. Since I want to find the value of x, I divide both sides by 4. I divide both sides by 4. Where I'm going to have what? X squared is equal to, these two are going to be cancelled. I'm going to remain with x squared. So 36 divided by 4, it is 9. I'm not told to find x squared, meaning I need to do what? I need to introduce the square root. The square root both sides. I introduce the square root both sides. So meaning x is equal to what? X is equal to plus or minus 3, like this. This is what you need to do. So it's either you get a positive answer or a negative answer. So you say x is equal to 3 or x is equal to negative 3. This is how you get to answer such a question. So the question will be specified. They will tell you find a positive value of x or a negative value of x. So just need to follow instructions how the question is asked. But if they haven't said anything, this is how you need to answer such a question. These are procedures that you need to do or you need to get whenever you are answering such a question. So hope this you've understood on the matrices. This is how questions will come. This is how questions will get to come. Let us look at the last more question, then we are done. The last question on matrices, then we are done. So on matrices, this is the question we are going to revise through. So the question is saying, find the value of x. You are given those two matrices. Then the question is saying, find the value of x if a and b have equal determinant. So if the determinant of this one is equal to that one, how can you find the value of not x here, the value of y? How can you find the value of y? There is y there. So how can you find the value of y if a and b have equal determinant? So let's find the determinant of that one. So you say major diagonal, you say 4 times 2 minus what? 1 times negative 5, which is the minor diagonal. So this is 8 minus, you are going to get 1 times negative 5, you are going to get negative 5, which is equal to, here you add, you are going to get 13 as your answer. So this is your what? This is your determinant. This is how you find the determinant. So this is the determinant now that you are going to use even for that one. So these two are having same determinants. So if they are having the same determinant, meaning that this one which is here, you are going to say the major diagonal is what? The major diagonal is this one. So you are going to say 8 times 5, then minus 3 times y. This is the minor diagonal, which is equal to, what is the determinant? The determinant is 13. This one, because these two are having same determinants. So this is what you need to do. This is what you need to get. Here you say, what answer are you getting there? You're getting 40 minus 3y, which is equal to 13. Then group like terms, negative 13 is equal to, negative 3y is equal to 13 minus, when it crosses, minus 40, like this. Where you continue and say negative 3y is equal to. So is equal to what? When you subtract there, what are you getting? What are you getting when you subtract there? So you can use a calculator. A calculator is allowed. This is paper 2. You are allowed to use a calculator. So you can use a calculator. You get negative 27. Over what? Over negative 3. Over negative 3. Negative 3 cancelled. So y is equal to, this into that, it is 9. So y is equal to 9. This is what you need to do. The value of y is what? 9. You've answered that question. These are things that you need to do. So y is 9. Then b was saying find the inverse of b. So question b was saying inverse, find the inverse. You find the inverse of b. How can you find the inverse of b? So you know that the matrix B is equal to what? 8, 3. Here you can't say y. Y you found it is 9, then 5 there. This is the matrix. You know the value of y, that it is 9. Then you say B inverse now. B inverse is equal to 1 over, what's the determinant? The determinant is 13. You do this. What happens to the major diagonal? Position 5 here, 8 there. What happens to the minor diagonal? Signs. This one becomes negative 3. This one becomes negative 9, like this. You are done. This is how you need to answer such questions. So like this, you are done. This is how you find the inverse. This is how you need to find the inverse. Let us now look at another topic. Next topic is probability. So this is the topic which I've written here. This is a question that we are going to revise through. So this is the probability. So we are going to go through some questions together. We see how we can answer them. So it is saying that in a box of 10 bulbs. So in a box of 10 bulbs, 3 are 40. If 2 bulbs are drawn one after the other, find the probability probability that, find the probability that. So I want to find the probability that both are good. So how can you answer this question? I always tell you that whenever we are dealing with questions in paper 2 and you are told to find, you are dealing with probability questions in paper 2, you need to make sure that you write a tree diagram. So we need to write a tree diagram for us to answer this question. So we need to draw a tree diagram that we are going to follow for us to answer this question. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write a tree diagram. So how is the question here? This is how the question is. The question is saying a box of 10 bulbs. If 3 are fault, so from the 10 we've got 3 which are fault, which are not in good condition, which means how many are in good condition? 7 are good. Such that if we add these two, then we are going to get a 10 which is there. So if 3 are 40, then the 7 are good. This is what we need to know and understand. So you draw a tree diagram. You need to draw a tree diagram which will have 2 branches like this. So you've got a 40 ones, then we've got good ones here. This is what you're going to do. Here you also put this one here like this. Even here you go there, you put that one like this. This is what you're going to do. Here you're going to say these 40 ones, these good ones. Say 40 ones and the good ones. This is a tree diagram that we are going to draw. So what you need to do now is that you check now which ones now are 40. So 3 are what? Are 40. So 3, you say 3, it's over what? The total number of bulbs, there are how many? There are 10. So you say 10. You move here, you go to good. So good, how many are there? There are 7. Over what? Over 10, which is the total number. This is what you're going to do. So you proceed and go here. So when you go on this branch, you are going to assume that the second one which was picked was 40. So it means from the 3 which are 40, you get one with main with 2. So you are going to main with 2. Then you say over. Over what? The total number will also be tempered with because you've removed 1 from the 10. So you're going to get what? You're going to get 9 there. So from the good here now, good will maintain 7 over 9 because you've removed 1. We go to the ones which are 40. So 40 here. So we are on what? Good. So 40 will maintain 3. So I'll say 3 over 9. This is what I'm going to do. So when you are on this branch, you don't need to concentrate on that other one. It's just here. So that you get that one, you do that. Then this one are good. So how many are good? 7. We are on this branch. So we are going to get 1. So we're going to have 6 over 9 like this. So obviously when you are here on this branch which is 40, only these ones are going to be tempered with. So there were 3, 2. The good ones will maintain. When you go there, only the good ones will be tempered with, but the ones which are 40, which are not in good condition, are going to do what? Are going to maintain. Like this. This is what you... Then after drawing the tree diagram like this is how your tree diagram should be. Have you seen how my tree diagram is? This is how it should be. Then you put outcomes here. You just do this. This is FF. So FF, this is what you're going to do. Here, what are you going to do? You are going to say FG. This is what you're going to do. We move there. You say this is GF. This is what you are going to do. From there now you say good, good. Here, GG. So this is how your tree diagram should be. You attract a mark like this. So now, this is how your tree diagram should be. This is how you need now to get. So after drawing your tree diagram, then it is very easy for you now to answer a question from here. It's very easy now to answer a question. So the question was saying both are good. Both are good here, where we've got good, good. So if both are good, we need to move and go there, where there is good, good. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm told to find the probability that both are good. So probability of good, which is equal to the first good here, it is 7 over what? Over 10. Then I say times. This is what I need to do. Times this one here, which is 6 over 9. This is what I'm going to do. Then finally, which answer am I going to get? Which answer am I going to get? You say 7 over 10 like this. Then you say times 6 over 9. This is what you are going to do. You are going to get 7 over 15. So this is what you are going to get. This is what your answer will be. So let's make sure we get this. Let's make sure that we understand everything that I'm doing here. So these are things that you need to do. These are things that you need to understand. Let's make sure we understand this. We get all the concepts, because a question, we don't know how a question will be, but a question will come from one of these questions that we are revising. So we are done with this part. Let's move to the next part. So we move to the next part. So the next part is saying we want to find the probability that one is 40 and the other good. This is the next question. So let me lab this one. So the next question that we are going to is saying find the probability that one is 40. So one is 40 and the other good. This is how the question is. This is how we want the question to be. The other what? Good. So this is how this question is. So how can you answer such a question? How can you go about such a question? One good and other 40 not in good condition. So if you check here, we've got good and 40. Good and 40. So you're going to get these two. This is why we've got one is 40, the other is good. One is 40, the other is good. So you get that one. So you are going to say the probability there. So this is the probability will be equal to what? So I'm just going to say P is equal to what? So probability is equal to what? You get that one. You are going to say this is FG. You get this. Then you say plus. Plus what? Plus GF. This is what I'm going to do. So here, this is now equal to. This is now equal to. I multiply these two. So I just need to multiply these two. I need to multiply these two. So where are they? FG, it is there. FG. The first F is that one. Then the G is this one. So I multiply these two. I say 3 over 10 times what? 7 over 9. This is what I need to do. Then I say plus. I say plus like this. This is what I'm going to do. Then I move to this one, which is a good 40. Good is this one, 40, that one. So it's 7 over 10. 7 over 10. 7 over 10 times what? 3 over 9. 3 over 9. This is what I'm going to do. Then I use now my calculator to multiply. So you can multiply everything at once due to space. But if you want, work out this one, you write the answer here. You say plus. Work out that one, you find the answer there. It's just okay and fine. But I'm going to multiply everything. I'm going to say open bracket 3 over 10. 3 over 10 times 7 over 9. Close. Then I say plus. Open bracket 7 over 10. Then I say times 3 over 9. What answer am I getting? So what answer am I going to get? Which answer am I going to get there? So if I multiply these two, I say I'm getting 7 over 15. 7 over 15. So what I'm going to do is that if I say 3 over 10 times 7 over 9. What is the answer? 7 over 30. 7 over what? 30. Plus. So I'm getting 7 over 30. I say plus. Plus I go to this one, which is here. I move to this one. I'll still get 7 over 30, like this. So if I add these two, what answer am I getting? What answer am I going to get? I'm going to get 7 over 15. That one will be my answer. So that's how I need to answer that one. That one will be my answer. But I'm done. So this is how you need to do it. This is how you. So if you're wondering how did I come up with this answer, just type this on your punch this on your calculator. You are going to find that answer. So that's how you need to answer it. These are procedures that you need to do. So this is what you need to do. This is what you need to get. So let's make sure we understand everything that I'm doing here. So let's move now to the next question. Let's move now to our next question. We move to our next question. Our next question. This is our next question that we are answering. Hope you are learning something. So it is saying 13 cubes of the same size, numbered 1 to 13, are placed in a bag. If 2 cubes are drawn at random, one after the other, and not replaced, what is the probability? This is probability. So what is the probability that 2 cubes are odd numbered? Only one is even numbered. Only one is even numbered. How can you answer this question? So it is saying 13 cubes of the same size, numbered 1 to 13. So here what they are talking about is just even and odd numbers. Then I've told you that for you to answer any question, under probability, most of the questions you need to draw a tree diagram. So whether you are told not to draw or you are told to draw, for easy understanding, you need to make sure that you draw a tree diagram. So how can we draw a tree diagram here? You are saying cubes are numbered from 1 to what? 1 to 13. They are numbered from 1 to 13. So here we are talking about odd numbers. What are odd numbers? How many odd numbers are we having here? How many odd numbers are we having in this case? You know that odd numbers are numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. These are what? These are odd numbers. Then even numbers, you know that even numbers are numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, because we are ending at 13. So these are odd numbers from there, and these are what? These are even numbers. So the question is saying both cubes are odd numbers. So these are odd numbers, these are even numbers. I've told you that you need to draw a tree diagram. So from the data which you've written here, you make up a tree diagram where you say this, then this one. You do it nicely. This should be nicely drawn like this. So you're going to say this is odd number, this is even number, like that. So how many odd numbers are we having from 1 to 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are how many? 7 over what? The total number, which is 13. How many even numbers are we having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 over what? Over 13, like this. This is what you're going to do. Then it was saying that 2 cubes are drawn at random and not replaced. So you also put, this is how your tree diagram should be. Always, whenever you are drawing a tree diagram, this is how your tree diagram should be. This is how your tree diagram should be. So this is odd, this is even, this is odd, this is even. So the same procedure, you say here you are going to assume that you get odd. This one becomes 6. 6 over 13. This is even maintained. So you won't say 13 there because you are going to remove 1. So it is 12. So this one will have 6 over what? 6 over 12. That's what you're going to have. When you go to even, only this one will change. So you're going to have what? 5 over what? The total number will be tempered with 12. Then odd maintains 7. 7 over what? 12. So I'm fast on this one because we know now how to go about this. We understand how to work out this. So from here now, what we are going to do, the next thing that we need to do, the next procedure that we need to follow from here is that you know that here, this is odd, odd. This is odd, even. This is even, odd. This is even, even, like that. That's what you... So we are going to answer this together. We are going to answer this together. You are the one that are going to give me the answers. I'll just be showing you how to go about them. Hope you've understood. When you're on this branch, only this one will change. This one will maintain. And the total number, that's why I changed the 6, 12. But this one maintains 6. When you move here, this one will maintain, only that one will change 5. That one maintains 7. Don't concentrate on this part when you're on this part. So, we've drawn a tree diagram very nicely. This is how you need to do it. You can show this so that you know what you're doing. So from here now, what is the first question? The first question is saying both cubes are odd numbered. So both cubes are odd numbered. Odd numbers here. This is where we've got 2 which are odd numbered. So how are we going to answer now? This is what you're going to say. You're going to say probability of odd numbered. So both are odd numbered, which is equal to, you just multiply these two. 7 over 13 times what? 6 over 12, which is equal to what? You multiply. So let me see these answers. Let me see these answers. This is how you need to multiply. You multiply there, then you write the answer. You are done. You use a calculator here. Let us move to the next one. We move to the next one. Only one is even numbered. Only one. So let me lab this one. So the question is saying only one is even numbered. Only one. So where do we have one even numbered? Here there is one. One is even numbered. Here we've got also one even numbered. So the question, only one. You cannot get this one here. This one, these two are even numbered. So we cannot get this one. We'll get these two. So meaning the answer is what? You get this one. You multiply this one. 7 over 13 times 6 over 12. You do this. Then you say plus. Plus what? This one which is here. So you are going to get these two. Have you seen? 6 over 13 times this one which is here, 7 over 12. 7 over what? Over 12, like this. Multiply these two and tell me the answer. So let me do this. Let me help you some. I say 7 over 13 times 6 over 12. This is what you're going to do. The answer is 7 over 26. 7 over 26 plus. Even here, when you multiply here, you're going to get 7 over 26. So add these two using your calculator. Then tell me the answer. Hope you know where to press over. I'm saying over. Where do I press over? This button which is here. The button here, this is where I need to press over. This button which is here. This is over. So when I say 7 there over 7 over 13, like that. You say over, it is this button which is there. A, B stroke C. That's the button. Thank you so much. So we've done probability and matrices. I'm yet to do more on this. Thank you so much. So let me see these answers.